Good evening, my dear students, and today I'm going to take a session on how can you actually generate leads from LinkedIn groups. Alright, so we are going to understand the basics first from the document and then we will do the practicals. So my dear students, before I dive in, if you're not subscribed to the channel, so I request all of you that please subscribe to the channel, and you can also participate in this session as well by writing the notes in the comments. Okay, so let's start with the basics. So ideally, when are we going to use LinkedIn groups? So this is the first question which comes to your mind, correct? LinkedIn is a B2B platform, correct? So that's business to business, right? So when you have a B2B business, right? So first thing is you have to identify the target groups. Okay, so you might be wondering what are the target groups here. So you have to pinpoint groups which are aligned with your ideal customer profile. Okay, so you need to have your target customers in your LinkedIn group. All right, so in that case you have to analyze group size, activity, and member demographics. Okay, so once you have identified the target groups, the next most important pointer is you have to build a very strong LinkedIn profile. So you should always keep this thought in your mind that your LinkedIn profile is your digital handshake. Okay, so your LinkedIn profile has to be professional, it has to be informative, which should showcase your expertise, right? Then, once you have built a LinkedIn profile, it's very important that you have to optimize your headline. So, what do you mean by optimizing your headline? You have to create a catchy headline that clearly states your value proposition, okay, which should attract potential leads. Once this is done, then you have to leverage high quality content. If you want to generate leads from LinkedIn groups, it's very important that you publish high quality content. You have to share valuable content regularly on your LinkedIn platform. Doing this, it will establish you as an industry expert and attract potential leads. Okay, so once you have published high quality content, okay, then you have to engage actively. Okay, what do you mean by active engagement here? Basically, you have to participate in group discussions, okay, by answering questions, by providing insights, and then you could also offer solutions as well. Okay, so these pointers you have to keep in mind if you want to generate leads from LinkedIn group. So now we will discuss group participation strategies. So now, what are the key pointers involved in group participation strategies? We are going to discuss that as well. You have to ask thought-provoking questions. Okay, so what do you mean by thought-provoking questions here? Basically, you have to stimulate conversations by asking open-ended questions. Okay, so that's called as open-ended questions, which is relevant to the interest of the LinkedIn group. Okay, once this is done, then you have to share relevant articles on your LinkedIn. Okay, so in this case, what you have to do is you have to curate and share industry related articles that offers value to group members. So let's say for example you are into software industry. Okay, so you offer B2B services. Okay, so what you can do this here is you can just create a trending article which people are searching on Google, and definitely create a value based article, and then you can publish it on LinkedIn as LinkedIn article which is done via LinkedIn Pulse. Okay, once you have published relevant articles here, okay, then you have to join group discussions. So what do you mean by joining group discussions here? Basically, you have to actively participate in ongoing discussions. Okay, so that's very important. You have to participate in ongoing discussions, adding your perspective and expertise. So your participation in the LinkedIn group matters a lot for lead generation here. And once this is done, the very, very important thing when it comes to organic LinkedIn marketing is you have to build a relationship. Okay, so that's a part of a relationship marketing. You have to connect with group members who share similar interests or challenges. Okay, so how are you going to connect? So you are going to connect those group members on your LinkedIn profile. Okay, and once you have done the connection part, then you have to offer free value. It's like you have to give value, value, and value. So you have to provide helpful tips. You could also provide resources or templates to establish yourself as a trusted advisor. So in whatever niche you are, you have to offer free valuable information to your target customers. If you consistently offer valuable information to your target customers, this will develop the know, like, and trust factor. People will start knowing you, they liking you, and they trust you. And once the know, like, and trust factor is established, then your target customers are going to do business with you. So you have to follow these pointers. So we are going to discuss all the pointers in the document first, and then we will do the practicals as well. So now, once we have discussed the group participation strategies, now let's move forward here. So we will discuss about content creation and sharing. So now, the most important pointer when it comes to generating leads from the LinkedIn group is you have to create shareable content. So you might be having a thought in your mind. So what does it mean by shareable content here? So basically, you have to develop content formats. It could be infographics, it could be videos or blog posts that could be easily shared on your LinkedIn as well. All right, okay. Then once you have done this, it's very important that whenever you're publishing content in a LinkedIn groups or a LinkedIn profile or LinkedIn business page, what you have to do is you have to use relevant hashtags. Here, it's important that you have to increase content visibility by using popular and trending specific hashtags. So I'm going to tell you how you can use AI to find the trending hashtags as well. Okay, so once you have discovered relevant hashtags, then you have to promote your content here. Okay, so just creating the content is not going to be of help till the time you're not going to promote your content here. So in this particular situation, you have to share your content in relevant groups to reach a wider audience. So sharing the content is very important. Okay, so you have to keep sharing valuable content in your LinkedIn groups so that your content starts getting reach and impressions here. Once you have done with the promotion of a content, then you have to analyze the content performance. Here, what do you mean by analyzing the content performance here? You have to track engagement metrics to understand which content resonates the best. So we will understand this from the LinkedIn analytics once we start doing the practicals. All right, then once we have analyzed the content performance here, okay, so you have to repurpose your content. So what do you mean by repurposing your content here? Basically, you have to transform existing content into multiple formats, okay, to maximize reach. So what do you mean by multiple formats here? You could repurpose your blog into an infographic, you could repurpose your blog into a video, you could repurpose your blog into an image file, right? So once this is done, so this is going to be of help to actually increase the engagement in your LinkedIn profile. So repurposing the content is going to be of great help when you're generating leads from your LinkedIn groups here. All right, so now once we have discussed this particular strategies, now we are going to talk about lead generation tactics here. So now, if we are going to talk about lead generation tactics, so what are the tactics, okay, you're going to apply when you're going to generate leads on LinkedIn? The most important pointer is direct messaging. Okay, you have to initiate conversations with potential leads based on the group activity. Okay, so direct messaging is very, very important here. Once you have applied direct messaging, you have to offer free consultations here. Okay, so what do you mean by free consultations? You could provide a valuable incentive to capture lead and build trust. So free consultation is like, you can give free tips, free advices to your target customers. Once this is done, you have to create lead magnets. Organic marketing lead magnet really holds very, very important here, because your target customer is not going to trust you till the time you do not build a rapport with them. So how are you going to build a rapport with them? You have to offer downloadable content, okay, to your target customers. So it could be in the form of ebooks or white papers in exchange for contact information. So in whatever niche you are, so what you have to do is you have to create an ebook or white paper and just give it for free to your target customers. Okay, so if you do this, this is going to help you to establish a subject matter expertise. Let's say, for example, you are into a restaurant industry. Okay, so definitely, let's say you are gonna sell the point of sale system as well. So what you can do is, if you know that your target customer is restaurant owners here, so you could create a value-based ebook on restaurant industry, on restaurant marketing, on how you can increase sales for the restaurant. If you create a valuable ebook and just give it for free to your target customers, this is really going to be of great help here. Once you have done this, then you have to leverage LinkedIn ads here. So what you can do this here, you can target specific group members with paid advertising to increase the impact here. Once you have done with this pointer, okay, so you have to track lead sources. So what do you mean by tracking the lead sources here? So here you have to monitor lead generation efforts so that you could analyze the most effective channel. Alright, so we have discussed the lead generation tactics. So now going forward, we will also understand how can you establish trust and authority in your niche. So just give me a second, guys. Alright, so let's continue. If you have any questions till here, you can please ask me in the comments. I would be happy to help all of you as well. Okay, so now if we talk about building trust and authority, so what do you mean by this? You have to be consistent. So you might be wondering, sir, can you please tell me how can I be consistent? So here in this particular situation, you have to consistently maintain a regular posting schedule to establish yourself as a reliable source of information. Your content calendar has to be planned well in advance. Okay, so if you want to establish the authority in your particular niche here, okay, so you have to create a regular posting schedule. So I'll tell you how you can do this with the help of ChatGPT, with the help of Gemini. I'll tell you once you start doing the practicals here. Once you have established yourself as the authority by creating the content calendar, then you have to start delivering value. You might be wondering, what is value? I'm talking about value, value, value. So what is value here? Now, in this particular situation, you have to focus on delivering helpful content. So value is what? Helpful content to your target customer rather than self promotion. If you offer helpful content which is going to help the business of your target customers, so in that particular case, you're offering value to your target audience here. Okay, then we have discussed about relationship in the previous section, but here I'll add more pointers on how you can build a deeper level of relationship with your target audience here. Now here in this case, you have to network with other group members. So networking is very important. Business comes from networking, my dear students. Okay, so it said, your network is your net worth. Okay, so that's very important. So you have to utilize social media to your advantage to establish a strong network. Network is all about building relationship. Network is not about business. It Once you start building relationship with your connections, business is automatically going to come here. So your focus is build relationship here. Okay, the once you have followed the process of building relationship here, then you also have to handle objections gracefully. You might come across certain objections when you are into the process of business here. So what you have to do here is you have to address concerns and questions professionally to build credibility here. Okay, so whatever concerns are coming from your customers, whatever questions are coming from your customers, so you have to address very politely with a humble approach. Okay, so once you do this, this is going to create a rapport with your target customers. Now we all are into business, right? So okay, so let's say for example you are into video editing business, somebody is a digital marketing expert, somebody is into dental care, but how is your customer going to trust you, right? So in this particular situation, I would suggest that if you want your customers to trust you, you have to showcase social proof. What do you mean by social proof? That's called as testimonial. Okay, so now what do you understand from showcasing the testimonials here? So you have to share positive feedback from clients to build social proof. So okay, so in this particular situation you can just talk to your customer and you can just ask them, hey, how was the experience working with my video editing company? Okay, just take a short interview. Okay, just record a 1 minute interview or 2 minutes interview and just you know share their experiences on your social media profiles. So somebody you could ask, hey, how was the experience using our point of sale system, right? Okay, if the customer is very happy, you get a happy review, post it on the social media. Okay, and this is how your customers start trusting you, right? So this is very very important that you really need to leverage testimonials to build your brand here. That's extremely important, my dear students. So keep in mind that you start showcasing the testimonials as well. Yeah, all right, clear. Now we will discuss the advanced strategies. Now, what are those advanced strategies here? Let's say you are into B2B business, you are into fleet management software, or you are into Excel to Tally software. Okay, you are into SaaS-based business here. Now, if you rapidly want to expand your reach here, so what you have to do is you have to identify influencers. Okay, so now you might be wondering, sir, can you please tell me the process on how can I identify influencers in the particular niche? So I am going to tell you once I complete the concepts here. Okay, but what you mean by influencers is something who is having a very huge following and who is a top voice in the industry here. So you have to connect and engage with influencers, okay, in your target groups. Okay, so engaging with the influencers, that is going to really help you and expand your reach, my dear students. So always keep in mind that you have to engage with influencers. Okay, once you have identified influencers, you have connected with the influencers and started engaging with them on the post, then you have to start hosting group discussions here. So now you might be wondering, what is group discussion? Okay, let's say we have always heard about group discussions, okay, which is specifically offline. So how you can also do online group discussions? So you can have a online group discussions on a Zoom call, okay, so that you can position yourself as a thought leader on a LinkedIn platform. You can have a Zoom call, then definitely that Zoom call can go live on YouTube as well, and you can start hosting group discussions in your particular industry. Once you have applied this particular pointer, then you have to start partnering with other businesses. Okay, so what you have to do this here is you have to collaborate with contemporary businesses to expand your reach. Collaboration is very important when you are into any businesses, my dear students here. Okay, if you start collaborating, okay, your business will multiply by 10x. You always have to aim for collaboration. That's very important. Okay, yeah. Then once you have established the process of collaboration, then you can also utilize LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So this is a premium tool. Okay, so it's not a free version. LinkedIn is going to charge you for this, but in case you have the budget here, you can use advanced search features that can help you identify the qualified leads as well. Okay, then before I conclude, we'll discuss the last pointer here is you have to measure and optimize. So what do you mean by measuring and optimizing? Okay, so you have to continuously track and analyze your efforts to improve results. So my dear students, before I conclude this documentary discussion and move on to the practicals as well, you have to keep in mind LinkedIn group success. This requires consistency. You have to be consistent when it comes to the process. It requires patience. Okay, it said patience is a virtue. Then you also need to have a burning desire to help others. In groups is all about help and help. The more you help your target customers, sales is automatically going to come back to you, my dear students. It's all about helping. If you help your target customers solving their pain points, revenue is going to come to you, right? Once you start applying these particular tips here, okay, so you can effectively generate high quality inbound leads, and then you can also build a very strong professional presence here. All right, so with this I end my documentary discussions here. If you have any questions, you can please ask me in the comments. I would be happy to help all of you. And then we will start with the practicals as well. So I'll wait for 30 seconds. If you have any questions, please type in the comments here. All right, okay. Any questions till here? So you can please ask me. I'm there to answer your questions. All right, I believe let's move forward to the practicals as well. So just give me 5 seconds and we'll start with the practicals. Okay. Now open linkedin.com. Okay, so now let's go back to the document here and let's do the practicals. So what is the first pointer? You have to identify the target groups here, right? Okay, so analyze the target groups. Okay, so I'll show you how you can identify the target groups here, right? Go back to LinkedIn search. Okay, in the LinkedIn search, enter your target keyword. So your target keyword could be a it could be a service offering. Okay, so here in this case, let's say I type here, let's say you are a digital marketing expert, correct? Yeah, so I'll just type here as digital marketing. Okay, so just entering digital marketing, will it help? No, right? Okay, so let's say for example you're looking for a job in digital marketing, or you offer digital marketing services. Let's say you offer digital marketing services, so let's see what results you get over here. Okay, so here you have a lot of options, right? You have services, posts, products. Okay, then you have people, groups here, correct? Yeah, right? Okay, so let's go to the group tab. Okay, so now you will find a lot of LinkedIn groups actually who are offering digital marketing services, right? Okay, full stack digital marketing services. Okay, so definitely you can see this particular group. They offer digital marketing services. It's a private group here, right? Okay, so here you could see a lot of leads here. So it depends on what keyword are you using, right? Okay, so let's say for example, see here you could see that a lot of job openings are coming up in the group here, right? Okay, in different domains here, right? Hiring are there. So see here it is. So you can see a lot of openings are there. Yeah. Now if I am in this particular group, correct? Yeah. So now what will be your role as a LinkedIn marketer to build the connection, right? Correct. So let's say for example you see this post here. Okay, so he has given the post here, right? Correct. Yeah. So just what you have to do is you have to give a like and just tell thank you so much for sharing this opportunity. Will circulate this so that the needful gets the job. Then you just click on add the rate. Okay, so you can also do this. Okay, and just you could get the name here, right? Thank you so much for sharing the opportunity, right? Okay, so let's do this. Just replace the punctuation. Just type I will calculate this so that the needful gets a job. Post. Okay, once you start adding comments, appreciating comments here, okay, so what happens is people will start noticing you. Correct. Yeah. Cool, you got it, my dear students, right? So let's say for example I go back to one more group here. Now I want to connect with this particular person. So what I do is, she is the HR executive here. So I just open a LinkedIn profile here. Okay, so so this HR executive is from Chennai. So what you can do is you can just click on follow, right? Okay, and definitely you can start engaging with them, right? Okay, so this is how it is. So now let's go back to the different group here. Yeah, so let's say client services professionals in digital marketing. Okay, so just join this group. So okay, so you could see there are a lot of people in the LinkedIn group here. So what this group is all about, first you have to study the information. In the digital marketing space, where acquisition is often the predominant focus for business activity, client services professionals are called upon to grow client relationship, retain client business, and support client goals and objectives. This is a site where client services and account management practices can meet to exchange ideas, best practices, war stories, and otherwise be a part of an open forum designed to provide support to the critical function here. Right? So you first need to understand what this group is all about. Understand this very well. LinkedIn groups or Facebook groups, they are not for self promotion, they are not meant for spamming. Okay, they are only meant for engagement, they are meant to share value, they are meant to help other group members when it comes to their questions, queries as well. Okay, you can add value in the LinkedIn groups. Helpful information is very important in the LinkedIn groups here. Yeah, got it, my dear students? So let's say for example you type here digital marketing. Let's take one particular niche, then I'll tell you how this works. Okay, so let's say, okay, so this is the group which we have joined. 470k members are there. Yeah, and here you could see 3 billion members, social media marketing group, right? So let's see this particular group here. This is a public group here, so you guys can also join this particular group. Okay, social media marketing group by Josh Turner. So I'll share this group with all of you on WhatsApp. One second, let me do that. In the group I'll share. So I would suggest that you please join this LinkedIn group here. Yeah. So let's identify one particular post which is having good engagement, or there is good traction. So here you could see, yeah, see, this particular post is having good traction here, right? So let's say, for example, Ryan has published a post. So first thing what you have to do is you have to follow him. He has written a post. Okay, so let's say, for example, here you can use AI to your advantage. So let's say your communication is not up to the mark when it comes to written English communication. So what you have to do is just copy this particular post here. Yeah, one second, let me do that again for you. Yeah, okay, just copy this post in Notepad. Yeah, so I've copied this post here. Okay, now you have to write the prompt. Act as if you are an experienced LinkedIn marketing specialist with 20 years of work experience. I want you to read this LinkedIn post and write value based comment which should be engaging and get responses to this LinkedIn post in 50 words, right? Controls. Yeah, okay, so what I do is I open ChatGPT here. So here ChatGPT is going to help you, right? Okay, so this is going to be a part of a automation, correct? Yeah, then Control V. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's wait for ChatGPT to give you responses as well. Yeah, so let's do that. One second. Yeah, yeah, see, ChatGPT had generated a response for you. Thanks for sharing this insightful review. This okay, just copy this. Yeah, and then you can paraphrase this in Quillbot, and then you can post. For now I'll just post it so that we save time, but ideally you should paraphrase this particular content. Just give a like. Okay, Control V. Yeah, okay, so here it is. Yeah, okay, so we have given an insightful review, right? Insightful comment here, correct? So just click on post. Where any particular post in the groups it's getting maximum engagement, first you should engage there so that you start getting noticed by your target customers here, right? I hope I'm pretty clear on this. Let's say you are a video editor, so you offer video editing services. Let's say video editing services you offer. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, okay, so you just click on groups here, groups tab. So see, you have a lot of LinkedIn groups, right? Professional video editing services, 5k members. Okay, so definitely you can join these groups and start engaging in this particular groups here, right? Okay, so let's say you are a pediatric dental surgeon, or you are a dental surgeon here. Okay, so here you can check out the groups. Okay, so here you have dental surgeon, so you have to join those groups which has huge members here, right? okay, 7K members. So ideally, any patient who's looking for dental care, they look for dental surgeon, right? So you can just type here dental care, okay. Yeah, so you will get to see here next generation dental year, okay. So see, collaborate on a global format with dentists and healthcare professionals. So definitely healthcare professionals are going to give you a lot of patients, right, for your medical. Okay, so they are going to increase your OPD, so you can join these particular groups, start following the process which I've explained in the document, and you start getting business out of it. Yeah, clear everyone? Yeah, I hope you have any questions, any doubts. You can please ask me in the comments. I would be happy to help all of you. Okay, yeah, clear? All right. Okay, now let's move to the next pointer. So we have discussed about profile, so I'll show you the profile here. Yeah, so let's talk about the profile. See, I just created one LinkedIn profile, so here you could see. Yeah, so a LinkedIn profile is like your business card. It has to be very attractive, very catchy, where anybody comes to your LinkedIn profile, they should know what kind of services you're offering, right? So you have a catchy headline, integrate the CTA, okay, you have a wonderful about section, right? Then you offer your services section, your experience section, you add endorsements, recommendations, right? So your LinkedIn profile has to be very catchy here, right? I hope I'm pretty clear on this. Okay, okay, so engagement we discussed here, that you have to continuously keep on engaging with your group members here, right? Okay, so that's important. Then we discussed about group participation strategies. Okay, so here, let's say for example, okay, I'll take you to the home section here. Okay, so here just click on write an article. Okay, so let's say for example you want to write an article here. Okay, so you can publish the LinkedIn article here. Once you publish this, then you have to write a post for your LinkedIn article, and then that gets saved in a LinkedIn news feed. And once your target customers are your connections, and definitely they'll start getting to see your content, okay, and that will increase your familiarity as well. Yeah, clear everyone? Okay, yeah, all right. So this is very important messaging. If you will not talk to your target customers, your customers are not going to do business with you. Communication is very important, and here we fail, my dear students. Let's say you keep a target. On an average, on daily basis, you talk to 30 customers on LinkedIn. So 30 into 30, 900. In If you talk to 900 customers on LinkedIn, all right, so you expect a 10% conversion, at least you will get 90 leads, and out of 90 leads, expect at least 1% or 0.1% conversion. You will close at least 9 leads here, and that's going to help you. But communication is very important. Now you might be wondering, so I have setbacks in communication, so how am I going to connect with my target customers? So I'll show you the process how you can interact with your target customers here, right? So let's say I'll go back to my connections tab. Okay, so let's do a audit of the connections here, right? Okay, let's do that. Yeah, okay, so let's understand. So see, Richard is my connection here, right? So first I'll understand Richard Gardner here. He's a director. Okay, he's based from South Africa here, right? So let's understand what are his offerings here. Okay, so now see, I'll tell you a simple hack. Read his about section, copy this section here, take help of ChatGPT. Okay, just write the prompt, act as if you are an experienced LinkedIn marketing specialist. Read this about section, okay, and write a catchy message for Richard, which should generate responses, okay, and initiate the conversation for the business. just copy this. All right, Control C. Okay, now what I do is I go back to ChatGPT here, Control V. Let's wait for ChatGPT to generate response. So here is the response. Hi Richard, your extensive experience in connecting brands with their target market through creative and digital strategies and mastery is truly impressive. I am particularly intrigued by how you balance your professional endeavors with your passion for writing mystical fantasy fiction. So how do you find these diverse interests influencing your work? Looking forward to hearing more. Right? So let's say for example copy this. Now first see what this is all about. Okay? Writing mystical fantasy fiction. So first identify if this is giving the right word here, right? Let's say for example let's find out fiction here, right? Okay, see, fantasy fiction here, correct? Yeah, so this sounds absolutely correct, right? So now what I do is I just click on the message tab. Okay, click here. 1 second. Yeah. 1 second, students. So let me refresh this particular page over here. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, so here the page is opened. So okay, so copy this from ChatGPT, Control V. Yeah, okay, so yeah, sending. Hi Richard, your extensive experience in connecting brands with their target market to creative and digital strategies and must be truly impressive. I'm particularly intrigued by how you balance your professional endeavors with your passion by writing mystical fantasy fiction. How do you find this diverse interest influencing your work? Looking forward to hearing more. So I just gave a message to Richard. So here I'm not marketing my services here. I'm just initiating the conversation so that we build up a relationship. So you have to consistently keep on sending messages, but your messaging should not be salesy. Your messaging has to be personal. It has to be in such a way so that you get connected to your target customers. This is a part of the relationship marketing as well. Yeah, all right, I hope I'm pretty clear on this. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can please ask me. I would be happy to help all of you as well. Okay, clear everyone? Yep. Okay, so now let's move to the next pointer. So we discussion, relationship, value. That's very important. Value proposition, so important, my dear students. What do I tell you here? Okay, so what you can do is I'll tell you an amazing hack. Let's say you are selling point of sale systems. Okay, so I'm just giving you an example here. Okay, let's say you are selling POS system. Okay, target customer. Okay, so you restaurant owners. Okay, if your target customer restaurant owners, now what you have to do is go back to ChatGPT. Just tell, act as if you are a LinkedIn marketing specialist. Suggest me the topic for the ebook which is going to help the restaurant business. Okay, right? Now see, I'm going to create the ebook for you with the help of ChatGPT here. All right, so let's do that. Okay, Control V. Yeah, Okay, mastering digital marketing for restaurants, a comprehensive guide to boosting your online presence and increasing customer engagement, right? So let's say you want to have one more topic here. Let's try. Okay, how to leverage digital marketing to boost your restaurant success, a comprehensive guide for restaurant owners. Very interesting topic. Yeah. Now write a prompt. Act as if you are a LinkedIn marketing specialist. I want you to create an ebook in 5,000 words on this particular topic. Okay, write detailed information with live examples of restaurants. Okay, live examples of restaurants. Okay, share data. Okay, which should be real time as well. Okay, right? Now let's copy this prompt here. Yeah, let's do that. Control V. Let's create the ebook here. Yeah, so now you could see the ebook. Okay, so this is going to create pointers for you, correct? Yeah, so in 5,000 words we are just sharing a short snippet, correct? Yeah, see this. Correct? Yeah, see, this is getting generated. So this is how you can create lead magnets for your target customers. You can get ideas from ChatGPT, but end of the day, what is important here is you have to add your own thoughts. You cannot be completely dependent on AI content as well. Yeah, got it? Okay, so this is how it is. Now just copy this. Yeah, open your Word file. Control V, just save it as PDF. Browse, save this file as PDF in downloads. Just save. Yeah, so this file is saved, and now what you can do is you can do the modification and then you can share it with the restaurant owners. So this is a free lead magnet, but I just give you an example how you can create an ebook with the help of ChatGPT. Then you can do the PDF conversion as well, but you have to beautify it with proper formatting, add some good images, and definitely your PDF guide has to be done in such a way as well. I hope I'm pretty clear on this. Yeah, so we discuss about lead magnets, we discuss about relationship building as well. Yeah, we discuss about value propositions as well, right? And we discuss about direct messaging, we discuss about engagement. I hope I have covered all the concepts till here. So with this I end my today's session. If you have any questions, any doubt, you can please ask me in the comments. I would be happy to help all of you. Thank you so much for my dear students. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.